15 Live Doppler 15 Weather Center.
And good afternoon, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Jonathan Conder. Sorry to interrupt Dr. Oz, but we're kind of shifting gears here from storms that were capable of producing maybe about golf ball size hail damage and winds to 60 miles an hour. But we now have a storm that is rotating, showing rotation on radar. So that's why the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning till 4:15 for Huntington County, for Wells County, and for Grant County. So if you live in these counties, we're go ahead and taking our tornado precautions because, again, radar indicating a storm capable of producing a tornado. You can see we have a lot of showers and thunderstorms all up and down I-69 from Angola through Fort Wayne, all the way back towards Marion. But let me show you specifically the storms that we're talking about here. It's the storms that are on the southern edge of the line, and those storms, the storm right here coming to southern Huntington County, that's the cell showing some rotation south of Mount Etna, just to the west of Van Buren, south of Warren. This is going to track through southern Huntington County. So if you live in Warren, Mount Etna, and Markle right now, we're taking our tornado precautions. We're going into the basement, getting away from windows. You're going to your tornado safe spot. That's what we do when these tornado warnings are issued. I'm going to go ahead and throw a storm track on this storm. You can see it's one of the larger cells here. It's right there north of Van Buren. That's the storm that we're watching. And besides a possible tornado, we're also going to be dealing with that hill core, which is just south of Pleasant Plain, or about 5 to 6 miles southwest of Warren, right about here. That's going to be producing the hail. Now, when I look on radar here, Doppler radar, and I do see a little notch right down south of Van Buren, that's the area right there that potentially could have the tornado. Now, there's a lot of humidity out today, and visibility is very poor. If there is a tornado there, you're probably not going to see it. This is not an event where you want to go ahead and go outside and try to find this. It's not what you want to do. So right here, what I'm showing you, instead of showing you with the intensity of the storm in this, what we call velocity scope, I'm showing you exactly where we think the tornado is going to be. With the color signature here, that right there looks like a little what we call couplet. That'd be the area of rotation. That's where we think the tornado could be. Again, this is a Doppler radar indicated tornado. We're monitoring scanner traffic right now, and it doesn't look like the storm has produced a tornado yet, but nonetheless, we're taking our tornado precautions. So looks like movement is to the northeast. It's this storm to the south is moving a little faster, moving at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. So putting a storm track on the storm at about 45 miles an hour. Looks like it's going to move into Warren, coming in at about 355. Mount Etna, 355. If you're in Huntington, that tornado or potentially tornadic winds would be in about 410, Markle 410, and Uniondale about 415. So again, that's the area that we're looking for rotation. We have a storm chaser which is departing right now out of Allen County. He's heading south, and he'll have eyes on the storm coming up here probably in about another half hour. And if we do have a confirmed report, we'll go ahead and let you know. Again, Doppler radar indicate tornado warning for southern Huntington County, and it looks like this storm, again, as it moves to the northeast, you're probably really not going to see a lot in the way of like a well-defined tornado. Taking a look at the general motion of these storms, I mean, they're moving really fast. We still have, looks like, more thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to just touch in on the other warnings that we have across the area. Thunderstorm warning continues for Defiance County, northeastern Paulding County until 4:30. These storms here from Defiance, about 5 miles east of Paulding, tracking to the northeast about 35 miles an hour. No rotation indicated on these storms, but these storms capable of producing hail about the size of a quarter and damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour. And it looks like they may have just dropped the warning for that storm. Yep, looks like they've just allowed that. Oh, no, that warning's still in place right there. But again, tornado warning continues for Huntington County until 4:15 this afternoon. That's the most recent weather information. What we're going to do, we're going to put it back into regular
rotation in Whitley County.
There is rotation in Whitley County. Now, Leanne, do you know where they're saying that exactly, the exact location?
South and 500 east.
Where?
North of 800 south and 500 east.
Okay, so it looks like some of these storms indicating a little bit of rotation. You said that was Whitley County. Now, that's not with the tornado warned storm, so we'll watch that very carefully. But again, the tornado warned storm that we're watching right now is going to be coming up I-69, southern Huntington County, into the Mount Etna area. You can kind of see where that red cone is right there. Let me take the radar away so you can actually see the path that this storm is actually warned for. That's the area right there. So if you live in Mount Etna, you live in Warren, you live in Plumtree, if you live in Markle, that is the area that the potential tornado will be coming right up, and it's actually going to parallel I-69. So if you live in the path of the storm, again, you're taking your tornado precautions, you're getting away from windows. If you live in a mobile home, that is not a safe shelter. That's not where you want to be. Shifting gears here, I'm going to take another look here at the Doppler radar and get a kind of idea of exactly what the rotation is doing. Because as the system is moving and as the event is unfolding, it'll have a different signature on radar each time. Moving towards right away. Yep, that's the, it looks like right in here between Plumtree and Warren. So it looks like the actual area rotation has shifted a little bit. So it's going to be on the eastern side of this storm. So Mount Etna, you might have some winds on the backside coming around, but it looks like, again, the area rotation is going to be about 3 miles just to the west of Warren, about 5 to 10 miles southwest of Plumtree. It's going to be mainly eastern Huntington County that we're going to be tracking this storm as it moves through. Now, that's the most current weather information I have at this time. What we're going to do, we're going to send you back to regular programming. We're going to check in with our storm spotters and our storm chasers, see what the storm is doing. But that's most recent weather information. We'll now return you back to Dr. Oz.
This has been a severe weather alert from the News Channel 15 Live Doppler 15 Weather Center. We now return you to regularly scheduled programming.